I got to take my hat off to the director of the Portside School because he's made great strides. Every time he has a new piece of equipment delivered, he calls us and he makes a press release about it, and they take photographs and the whole deal, and it's a nice progressive school. But I was talking about expanding. I think you agree that we do need to expand it. We've got certain areas we prepare students for and they can't find jobs. And we've got other areas there's a cry and a need for those jobs, and we don't have the courses for the students to get into the field. So we need some adjustment, and that's the reason I asked that particular question. I think you answered as well as you could. I'd like to get the capital outlay information as soon as you could and get it back to me if you would.
At the state capitol in Baton Rouge, Senator J.E. Jumonville, Jr. serves the people of Louisiana just as his father and grandfather did before him. The senator is also an outstanding horseman. Now here's Senator Jumonville winning at the recent Tropicana Cutting Spectacular. A special man makes the impossible happen. On Tuesday, February 21st, 1984, 4 queens of the quarter horse world, Dashingly, JUSTANOLD LOVE, Queen for Cash, and Leading Star, arrived at the renowned Calumet Farm in Lexington, Kentucky. As remarkable as it may seem, these 4 fabulous quarter horse race mares had a date to be bred on a live cover basis to the great Alydar, sire of champion filly Althea, in his first crop. The 4 queens arrived in perfect order, following their 14-hour van ride from Ventris, Louisiana. Here's the brilliant JUSTANOLD LOVE, winner of the Champion of Champions in 1983. The great Dashingly, the all-time leading money-winning quarter horse and 1983 world champion. The gallant Queen for Cash, champion 3-year-old filly of 1981. The splendid Leading Star, champion 3-year-old of 1982.
You know, you and I were talking about what the mares look like, and I think you agree that they're 4 mares and they're 4 different conformation mares. They've all proven that they can run. Dollars aren't everything, but they do get the attention of the industry, of any industry, and I think most of us are in it to make a profit if we can. That's not going to say that we will get out of the industry if we don't, but we would like to have a profit made. And I challenge you and anyone to find 4 mares that have won $3.5 million in one barn. It's difficult to find if they are even available in any breed. And these mares certainly have the genetic background and the speed and the champion capabilities to produce superior foals, and I feel like it's just a big day in quarter horse and thoroughbred racing, not just to the quarter horse industry, but to expose these mares to this type thoroughbred would be a plus to both industries. Do you agree with that?
Something great could come from it. I mean, you might get just the perfect horse, and that's what you never know, but that's what you're after. And they look beautiful. I mean, they're great-looking horses. Anybody would have to think that there are different types, but they're really beautiful horses. And you know, I think a lot better looking than most thoroughbreds. I mean, to me, they're stout, muscular, and that great speed. And really, when thoroughbreds or quarter horses, whatever it is, speed's what it's all about. I mean, these plotters just don't get it. You know, you got to have speed. And I think we're going to do something good.
Well, hopefully we will, and only time will tell whether this day is really a day to remember or a day to forget.
Alydar is already a proven success at stud, with Miss Oceania and Althea in his first crop. Back on October 15th, 1977, when the great Alydar was just a 2-year-old, he met a top field in the rich Champagne Stakes. Here's what happened.
And they're off. For the lead. Along the inside, it's Sauceboat who goes out first to take the lead with Quadratic in second, Affirmed in third. Then it's Alydar in fourth with Syncopate alongside, and the final horse is Darby Creek Road. They're moving down the backstretch. Sauceboat along the inside, a half. Quadratic is second by a length and a half. Affirmed is third by a head. Syncopate is fourth by a head, and along the rail, Alydar is in fifth. And Darby Creek Road is the final horse. The first quarter in a relatively slow 24 2/5. They move to the turn with Sauceboat leading by 3/4. Quadratic a close second on the outside by a length and a half. Then it's affirmed third ahead, Alydar in fourth. Here's Darby Creek Road, who makes a quick move, swinging to the outside and is 4 horses wide on the turn. The pace begins to quicken, and Sauceboat maintains the lead by a head. Quadratic is second ahead, Darby Creek Road third ahead. Affirm moves up also. That makes 4 of them together now, then a length and a half back. Alydar is along the rail, and the final horse is Syncopate. They went a half in 48 1. They're at the head of the stretch, and they're bunched for that lead. It's Quadratic and Affirmed on the outside, with Affirmed now taking a head lead. Here's Darby Creek Road up to challenge him on the outside, and it's still a 3-way battle. Alydar swinging to the outside comes on too. It's Affirmed ahead, Darby Creek Road, and Alydar's coming at him, and it's Alydar on the outside who has a head in front.
The Great Dashingly is a large 16 hands quarter horse, not typical of the breed, but she is very special to the quarter horse industry. During her 25 race career, her accomplishments were unparalleled in the history of quarter horse racing. As the champion 2-year-old filly of 1981, Dashingly set an earnings record for all 2-year-old fillies. The $629,859 she earned during her 1981 campaign stood as the record earnings until the thoroughbred Althea, Alydar's champion 2-year-old filly of 1983, earned more money. After a modest 3-year-old campaign, in which she earned only $190,712, the Great Dashingly regained her championship form as a 4-year-old. By the end of 1983, the brilliant daughter of Dash for Cash and D-Mount had altered the quarter horse racing industry. In 1983, she earned $916,876. And she was the champion aged mare, overall champion aged horse, and world champion, the quarter horse of the year. A total of $1,754,322 is the most ever earned by any quarter horse, and the most earned by a female racehorse of any breed racing exclusively in North America. Her stakes victories included the Skoll Dash for Cash Futurity, the Golden State Futurity, the Go Man Go Handicap, the Vessels Futurity, and the All-American Gold Cup. Her impact on the quarter horse industry is just beginning. She will be the leading money earner ever bred to Alydar to date, enjoying European Horse of the Year, 3 Troikas, and Venezuelan Horse of the Year, Gelanote, as Horses of the Year bred to Alydar. Now the queen of the quarter, the mighty Alydar, the Great Dashingly, in the 1981 Golden State Futurity, the 1983 Go Man Go Handicap, and the 1983 Vessels Maturity.
And away they go. Dashingly is going to the front. Vandy's Policy is second. Painted Rebel moving up on the outside. The Black Alliance and Hustling Easy. That's the $1 million horse Dashingly on the outside. Hustling Easy moving up on the inside. And the Black Alliance, that's Dashingly just blowing away this field by 2 lengths. The Black Alliance and Vandy's Policy.
Starters, watching them closely. We're ready to go. They're running. The Plan is going to the front. Shawnee Who is second. Best of Me is third. El Ray Burner is fourth. Dashingly under a drive on the extreme outside. 3 horses heads apart. It's The Plan and Dashingly heads apart. Dashingly and The Plan.
They're running. Leading Star moving to the front. Real Easy Jet 2 along the inside is next. Dashingly moving up between horses. My Secret Cash and on the outside, Dolly's Hope, War Star Wrangler. Dashingly has the lead. Dashingly with the lead, and War Star Wrangler, and between horses, Dashingly in front.
The brilliant JUSTANOLD LOVE is a superior example of the thoroughbred influence in the quarter horse breed. The 15 hands, 3 high daughter of Dash for Cash out of the Mr. Bruce mare Call Me Cutie was an outstanding race mare in her own right. In 1982, her class was demonstrated in the $1 Million All-American Derby, where she defeated the great Dashingly in the previous unbeaten quarter-horse Triple Crown winner Special Effort. Her victory over these two great millionaires was no fluke. In 1983, the brilliant JUSTANOLD LOVE took the measure of the greatest field of quarter horses ever assembled in the important Champion of Champions. The field was comprised of 4 champions and a total of 10 horses with combined earnings of over $8 million. The field included the leading money-winning filly, stallion, and gelding of the quarter horse industry. JUSTANOLD LOVE, an earner of $949,835 herself, is an extremely worthy addition to Alydar's 1984 book. Now let's watch JUSTANOLD LOVE in her two greatest moments, the All-American Derby and the Champion of Champions.
There they go. Up along the inside, JUSTANOLD LOVE is going to the front. On the inside rail, the quickest bug alive, Perking Bug in the middle of the racetrack. Here comes a light-footed Johnny Vitoro. Special Effort on the extreme outside. Here comes Dashingly. Now on the inside, JUSTANOLD LOVE.
An upset, JUSTANOLD LOVE, the number 4 horse winning the All-American Derby. Dashingly second, Special Effort third. The first time Special Effort has ever been beaten in his career. 14 outs now.
And away they go. Dashingly on the inside is going to the front. Too Tidy Sis is second. The Black Alliance is third. Mr. Masterbug moving up on the outside. And JUSTANOLD LOVE. That's Dashingly, the $1 Million Mare along the inside. In front, JUSTANOLD LOVE is second. The Black Alliance. Mr. Masterbug moving up strong on the outside. About a driving finish.
Bubba, the trainer, is truly the unsung hero. Everybody tells you the horse does all the work. Tell us a little about some of these great mares.
Well, you said it. I think there were some great mares in their time, and we didn't have to look back at the studs or the geldings and worry about them. They took all comers, and they certainly won their share. The two big mares, we call them the big mares, the big stall mares, they ran together at 2s, 3s, and 4s. We got to call them the Muhammad Ali sisters. The left one didn't get you, the right one would.
That's a tough pair.
Yeah, yes, well, I'm going to miss them.
But they win over $2.5 million between them?
Yes, right. It's just something it was my privilege and pleasure, and I'll probably never get to train two mares of their equal again. Hopefully you always hope that, but I know I never will.
Well, J.E. is trying to make life easy for you. He's trying to even improve on them by going to the most popular and one of the most fantastic thoroughbreds ever, Alydar. He set the world on fire. He had a top pair of fillies in his first crop.
Well, I'm going to stay with the winner. J.E.'s a winner. He picked these two mares, and he went for the best and got, I think, two of the greatest mares that ever lived in their breed. And certainly he's going to Alydar, and he's going to try to keep us in business by going to Alydar, I'll tell you that. And I'm just so pleased that he's going to this horse, and we're going for class. Whether we come up with a winner or not, we're going for the class.
Well, you're going to have the whole rest of the industry worried. Imagine having some things out of a stallion who stands for about $500,000, no guarantee, walking onto the track. You got these things to train. What's it going to be like training babies worth millions and millions of dollars the day they're born?
Well, it's not going to make me nervous. It'd make me nervous if somebody else had them. But, you know, that's the way I look at it. But the way I feel, I'm not going to have to worry about them running down that racetrack. If they can run, we won't be short on the end, certainly not.
No, we wish you the best of luck, and we're glad J.T. Lundy has met your man J.E., and I hope they're going to reshape the whole quarter horse industry. That's what they're trying to do.
Well, I tell you, we've certainly been treated like a prince here, and J.T., he's a great guy. And we're just awful proud to be associated with this farm.
Oh, fabulous. We are too.
Thank you.
The splendid leading star, a compact 15-1 hands-high daughter of Truckle Feature and Marketina, was champion 3-year-old filly and overall champion 3-year-old of 1982. Her quickness comes as no surprise, since her sire, Truckle Feature, is the world record holder for a quarter of a mile, the very symbol of quarter horse racing. Marketina, her dam, equaled the thoroughbred record for 2 furlongs herself. Marketina also produced champion and $873,527 earner Sergeant Pepper Feature, a full brother to Leading Star. The splendid Leading Star earned $332,674 during her racing career. In the Los Alamitos Derby, she defeated the great Dashingly and the brilliant JUSTANOLD LOVE. This was her finest moment, and the moment that caused Senator J.E. Jumonville, Jr. to be encouraged enough to purchase her. Leading Star, rich in pedigree and racing ability, has earned a date with Alydar in 1984. Now, let's watch Leading